Kayshon, how much you looking forward to Sunday and the opportunity that you guys have?
So we got a good opportunity in front of us. AFC Championship, obviously my first one. We know it's gonna be a big game on the road in Denver, Mile High. But I mean, I think we keep doing the things we did, be a little better. We'll take care of it.
You've been very good about one game at a time, but is it, kind of you dare to dream that one went away from heading to the
One
Super
game,
Bowl?
one game at a time, man. One game at a time.
What did you like about what you guys were able to do and fight offensively this past week?
We did, like you said, we did fight. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. They got some stops on us, but I think as a group we made plays when we needed it the most. I would say Marcus pick six kind of sparked us a little bit, and we kind of got our momentum back. And it take all of us at the end of the day, defense, special teams, offense, but we all help each other at the end of the day.
Did you give it any more thought? Was that the best catch of your career?
No, I never really thought about it.
How many phone
I'll
calls?
think back on it when the job completes.
How many phone calls, texts did you get?
No, I don't answer the phone.
Text?
Stay
Did you text?
and do not disturb.
You're that focused.
Yeah, we locked down.
Stephon Diggs up for comeback player of the year. What has he meant to you guys?
He meant a lot to us. He's a tremendous leader in our room, but obviously with the whole team too. Everybody respect him. He's been through it. He's been here a couple times. I mean, you kind of want to learn from guys like that.
What is that, Coach McDaniel's kind of giving you as far as advice, just living the mile high life there, dealing with that altitude?
We played there my rookie year 2 years ago, so it wasn't really terrible, but it takes some getting used to.
What's the challenge of the defense?
Obviously they're another good defense. At the end of the day, it's playoffs. Not every defense is gonna be good, so we just gotta lock in, focusing on the details, kind of get a good understanding of what they're doing, and go from there.
What have you seen from Sertan Moss on tape?
I would say, Sertan, patient cornerback, he good, He one of the cornerbacks that you talk about when you talk about best cornerbacks in the league, played him in college, familiar opponent. And as far as Moss, I think Moss good too, kind of underrated, but, he played to the field, so he'll be good.
What are you expecting from Drake Sunday? And what I mean is, you've seen him rise to every challenge this year, right? So what are you expecting in this game?
Just keep doing what he's been doing. Don't think too much of it. I mean, at the end of the day, it is another football game. Obviously, it is the AFC Championship, but keep doing what he's doing, and we're going to make plays.
Mac looks like he's dressed up a little bit over there. What would that be like to see him back on the field today?
We always talked about getting Mac back. It's been a long month, but I think possibly having him back would be great for us.
You guys 8-0 on the road, regular season. What's your road identity as you take it into Denver this week?
I think really the identity is we get the job done no matter where we at. Like Braves say, the identity got to travel. And like you said, 8-0 on the road, I feel like we've done a great job throughout that, with that throughout the whole season.
How much do you welcome it?
We welcome it. I mean, we don't mind going somewhere else and having to play football. We don't mind the crowd noise. We don't mind it. We still execute. So.
And just has it sunk in that you were going to the AFC title fight?
I would say yeah, but the goal bigger, Like I say, it is another game to me. So.
Rabel, a Coach of the Year finalist. What has it been like to play for him this season?
It's been great. It all really started with him. Like I say, everybody bought into what he kind of talked about when he first came here, and we sitting where we at today. So I think everybody trusts him. Everybody bought into it, and we've been great ever since.
Not that you guys didn't have any extra motivation, but did you see the Sean Payton quote insinuating that Denver fans will have some extra rest for the Super Bowl?
Nah, I ain't never seen
He
it.
said they have 2 weeks to rest up for the Super Bowl. Basically,
Yeah, no, I ain't seen it. I mean, you can rest in Cancun, too, at the end of the day. So it is what it is.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Offensive
How
rookie
you
of the
feeling
year.
about the game? Just the AFC Championship. It's got to be the biggest game of your life.
Yeah, I'm excited. I thank God for this opportunity, and I just look forward to going out with these group of guys, man, and just continue to play alongside them.
Offensive rookie of the year finalist. What was your reaction to see your name come up with that?
I'm excited, of course. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices, and I just thank God for carrying me through and getting me through this point. But I couldn't have done it without my teammates as well. And so, yeah.
What were the big lessons learned from your first 2 games of playoff experience?
I think the biggest thing is just embracing the hardships and challenges. And everything is not always going to go your way. And I think you just got to embrace that. And And there'll be good plays, there'll be bad plays. The biggest thing is just learning how to move on and staying focused and continuing on to the next play.
What's allowed you to do that as a group? Just to keep grinding until you get something offensively.
I think just practice. The situations they put us in practice. I feel like Coach Braves and the staff, they do a great job of just helping us in practice, just preparing for those things we may see in the game, preparing for the challenges that we may come up with when we're in the game as well. And so it helps us out a lot.
You've been in some very big games in your career. What's it like to be in this? Rhamondre just said you're one win away from the Super Bowl. What's that mean to you guys?
Man, it's excited. But the biggest thing is just like we don't want to look too far ahead. We want to stay focused on this game right here and get through this one first. And so, but yeah, it's exciting though.
How comfortable have you become with the silent count?
Very. We played these tough road games already. And they prepare us for it in practice as well.
How much are you kind of leaning on that experience you guys have had on the road going into a hostile environment like this?
I think it builds confidence. And so just going to the next game with that confidence and continue to prepare throughout this week and handle that in practice. And I think it'll help us out a lot.
TreVeyon, what are you expecting from Drake this week? Well, that sounds like a foolish question.
Yeah.
You've watched him rise to every challenge this year.
Yeah, he's such a great leader, such a great player. And I think the biggest thing he focuses on is just his preparation and practice, getting better, getting timing down with his receivers, leading his offense, and when it comes to game time, just doing what he does best.
Would you be surprised if he gets named MVP?
I wouldn't. I see him come in and put in the work each and every day. And so, yeah.
There are a lot of first and second year players, including yourself, that have a massive impact on this team this year. How much confidence have you gained throughout the season, and including these playoffs games, knowing you've been out there doing it?
Yeah, a lot of confidence. I think just the biggest thing is just like the guys that I'm surrounded around. We encourage each other so much. We push each other. And so it just helps us all get better and just leaning on each other to continue to grind this thing through.
Last one for me, just what stands out to you about Denver's front seven?
They're physical. We just like last week, just like the week before. And so, yeah, we look forward to the matchup.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
I know, right? What's your mindset this week? How excited are you for the opportunity on Sunday?
Mindset is, keep the season going. We're not trying to be out of here next week, so to go out there and get a W.
You haven't faced some top defenses, obviously, the last couple of weeks, another way.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do well, and what's the grind like to get to where you want to get to points in the end zone? What's that been like as a unit?
Just sustaining the drive, staying on the field, getting first downs, and ultimately trying to get to the end zone. So, that's always our mindset going into the games, and that'll be our mindset this week.
Rhamondre, what's the challenge of playing at altitude? What comes with that? Everything that kind of, playing, everyone talks about the Mile High City and kind of, the thin air. Is there something to that?
Hydrate well. I think we're in good shape, so just getting that hydration in. I think that's it.
Josh was very complimentary of you as a pass catcher in your work as a pass catcher over the course of the last year. So how much pride do you take in your ability, not just being able to run between the tackles, but contribute to passing?
Yeah, versatility, and the more you can do, the better. So I like that part of my game as well, and I appreciate Josh for that.
Jeremy Springer mentioned that this is probably the most unselfish group of guys he's been around. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that was built over time through training camp or stuff, or was it pretty it just kind of clicked? Everyone's.
It just kind of clicked. I think we got good personalities in here and a lot of good character. So I think it's just just the mindset of all of us, just unselfishness and play for one another.
Braves was named the Pro Football Writers Association America Coach of the Year a few minutes ago. What does he meant to this group?
He's meant everything. He's a conductor of all of us. We follow what he says. He's just a great leader of men.
How about your identity on the road? You guys went 8-0 during the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do well on the road, and what's the identity that you see?
We pack our identity. I think that's what we do well. We need to do what got us those 8 wins on the road. Just keep that going and, play relentless football on Sunday.
Drake May's an MVP finalist. He getting your vote?
Of course.
Do you have a favorite throw from him this year? And maybe the one in Miami early in the season? Is that
yeah, that was one of them. He put that right on the money, let me run right under it. So yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure.
How about the silent snap count? There's going to be a noisy stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Are there challenges with not hearing your quarterback at the line?
Yeah, but I think we've been there before. Played in hostile environments in Baltimore and Buffalo as well. So I think we're well prepared. Just need to fine tune the details in practice this week.
Defensively, what makes Denver so effective against the run?
Their front seven is very active, relentless pass rushers that like to play the run too. So it's gonna be a challenge.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just what's this week?
Y'all caught me with KC. KC, look, gosh. Look. They coming to you next, KC.
I see this tension here in this room, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
What's it like, been like for you guys preparing this week for the challenge you have in the AFC Championship?
Definitely, like I said before, man, we earned the right to be here. So, taking it all in and obviously, going out here on practices and, getting the job done. They got a great defense. They got great football players over there on that side. They deserve to be there as well. So we're just trying to handle the things that we can control.
Challenge of another top 5 defense.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. What they've been able to do over the year, I think it's like 60-something sacks or something like that, and multiple turnovers. I mean, that's just them, playing great football, fundamentally sound, and they got some great players over there too. So we look forward to the challenge.
You've played in one conference championship in your career. Like, how special is it, and how much do you have to enjoy moments like these?
Like I said, man, anytime you can play, January football, man, it's you take your hat off to what you accomplished throughout the whole season. And we started this thing in April, building the team and building our identity, and we've been able to do, some great things with it. And obviously, number one is going on the road. So we preach that identity that it packs, it travels with us home and it travels away to away games as well. So we look forward to it.
Morgan, as a guy with some experience, how can you help the rookies on the left side just sort of deal with Denver?
It's just one day, just getting back to the basics. Iron sharpens iron, and obviously going out there and practice and working on tools and things. But just understanding that what's at stake. It's been like this for a lot of teams. Win and go home. So we look forward to the challenge of going out there to a home game for them, and I think they'll be better, they'll be prepared.
Is there anything to do the Denver air?
No, I don't think we just, it is what it is. You line the football out in the parking lot, wherever it is, we're going to play football. So we look forward to whatever it may brings. We got a great fan base that's going to travel. We're going to bring our identity. We're going to pack our identity, and we're going to play football the way it's supposed to be played.
Morgan, you've watched Trey May rise to every occasion this year, right? And so in that regard, what are you expecting Sunday from him?
He's been great all year for us, vocal leader and the things that he does with the ball in his hands and moving the pocket and things like that. So, we're expecting, the same thing, man. Just go out there and play his game, feel comfortable out there. Our job to block the people in front of him, to give him time to look down the field. And, we're going to start with that.
Does he have your vote for MVP?
100%. There is no other vote.
The defense has picked the offense up a bit in these last 2 playoff games. They're talk to, help the defense out maybe a little more in this one.
We talking about playing complementary football. I don't think it's a such thing of one part of the team picking up another. This is why we sign up and we become family and we become brothers in this locker room, because one position can't give, we expect the other position to pick it up. So and that's about playing complementary football. So we look forward to playing, that way on all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams, and having a hell of a game.
Your coach was named the head Coach of the Year by the Pro Football Writers Association of America a few minutes ago.
Okay.
What has Mike meant to you guys?
I'm gonna have to get on him about that one for sure. I think where we are right now speaks a lot, and it speaks volumes of not just only him, but this coaching staff that he put together. The players that he was able to come to get in the off season and bring together, and the young guys and bring them along the way. And so I said it before. Anytime you got a coach that's played at a high level and coach at a high level and is able to bring that mentality to the football field, and kind of be one of us, right? Like that's the magic, man. And so we, obviously we take our hat off on everything he's done for us, but we got more work to do.
There are a lot of first and second year players that have been crucial to this team's success throughout the entire season. How impressive is that, and that they've been able to continue that success in the playoffs?
No, 100%, man. I think this is just, great teammates, older guys like, Steph talking to the DBs, me talking to the D-line, or Garrett talking to the D-line. I think when you can create that atmosphere in the locker room where nobody's selfish and, you just want to give up those little gems to everybody to make them better, and inevitably it makes you better as well. So when you're able to do that, man, it creates a brotherhood and an atmosphere in this locker room that you see every day. Yep, no problem.